Most men think attraction is what matters most. But the truth is, attraction can get you in the door. Respect is what decides if she stays. And here's the part no one warns you about. A woman can like you, laugh with you, even spend time with you, and still not truly respect you. And when respect is missing, everything else slowly fades. So the real question isn't, does she like you? It's this, does she respect you? Because when a woman truly respects you, her behavior changes in ways that are subtle, but impossible to fake long-term. And today you're about to see exactly what those signs look like. 6 specific things women only do for men they genuinely respect. But pay attention, because one of these signs is often misunderstood and most men completely miss it. Let's start here. A woman who respects you listens to you differently. Not just hearing your words. Not just waiting for her turn to speak. She actually absorbs what you're saying. You'll notice it in small moments. You mention something casually one day, and weeks later she brings it up again. Not because she's trying to impress you, but because it mattered enough for her to remember. That's not attraction. That's respect. Most men don't realize this, but attention is one of the purest forms of respect a woman can give. Because attention requires intention. And intention means she values what you say. Now think about your interactions. Does she interrupt you often? Brush past your opinions? Or does she pause, process, and respond with depth? That difference tells you everything. Here's where it gets interesting. A woman who respects you doesn't just listen. She considers your perspective even when she disagrees. Let that sink in. Because disagreement isn't the opposite of respect. Dismissiveness is. If she can challenge you while still valuing your viewpoint, that means she sees you as someone worth engaging with, not someone she can easily overlook. That's the first shift. Now the second thing. She makes an effort without being asked. And no, this isn't about grand gestures or over-the-top actions. It's the small, consistent things. She shows up on time. She follows through on what she says. She puts thought into conversations, into plans, into how she interacts with you. Why? Because she doesn't want to waste your time. And more importantly, she doesn't want to lose your respect either. Respect creates mutual awareness. She knows your standards exist, and she adjusts herself accordingly, not out of pressure, but out of choice. That's the difference. When effort is forced, it feels heavy. When it comes from respect, it feels natural. Now pause for a second. Have you ever noticed how someone treats you when they think you're easily replaceable? Exactly. Now compare that to someone who values your presence. The energy shifts. And that brings us to the third sign. And this is where most men get confused. A woman who respects you is comfortable being honest with you. Even when it's inconvenient. Even when it might create tension. Most men think respect means she'll always agree, always keep things smooth, always avoid conflict. But that's not respect. That's avoidance. Respect is when she trusts that you can handle the truth. So instead of hiding her thoughts, she expresses them. Calmly. Directly. Without playing games. Because she sees you as someone emotionally stable enough to handle reality, not someone she needs to manage carefully. And this is powerful. Because honesty is a risk. And people only take risks with those they believe are strong enough to receive them. So when she tells you what she really thinks, even if it challenges you, that's not resistance. That's respect. Now here's the fourth thing. And pay attention to this part because it's subtle. She respects your boundaries. Without testing them constantly. Without trying to push past them just to see what happens. If you say you're busy, she doesn't guilt-trip you. If you take time for yourself, she doesn't create unnecessary drama. If you stand firm on something that matters to you, she doesn't try to manipulate your decision. Why? Because she recognizes that your time, your energy, and your standards have value. And she doesn't want to disrupt that. Most men don't realize this, but boundaries only work when they're respected. And respect isn't shown when everything is easy. It's shown when she has the opportunity to cross a line, and chooses not to. That choice reveals everything. Now let's go deeper. The fifth thing a woman does when she truly respects you is she supports your direction in life. Not blindly. Not passively. But genuinely. She takes interest in what you're building, what you're working toward, what matters to you. And more importantly, she doesn't try to distract you from it. Think about that. Because when someone doesn't respect you, they often pull you away from your focus. They create unnecessary distractions. They test your priorities. But when a woman respects you, she aligns with your direction instead of competing with it. She becomes someone who adds to your path, not someone who derails it. And this doesn't mean she loses herself. It means she sees value in what you're doing. And when she sees value in your direction, she naturally wants to be part of it. That's alignment. And alignment is built on respect. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The sixth thing, the one most men overlook completely. She allows herself to be influenced by you. Not controlled. Not dominated. Influenced. There's a difference. When a woman respects you, your opinions carry weight. Your perspective shapes how she sees certain things. Your presence affects her decisions, not because she has to listen to you, but because she wants to consider what you think. That's influence. And influence is impossible without respect. Because people don't take direction from those they don't value. So if you notice that she adjusts certain behaviors, rethinks certain choices, or even adopts certain mindsets after interacting with you, that's not coincidence. That's a sign she respects you enough to let you impact her world. And that's rare. Now step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. None of these signs are loud. None of them are dramatic. They're quiet shifts in behavior. Subtle patterns. But together, they create a very clear signal. Respect isn't about what she says. It's about what she consistently does. And here's the truth most men don't want to hear. You can't ask for respect. You can't convince someone to respect you. You can't force it. Respect is a response. It's something she gives naturally when she perceives certain qualities in you. Your self-control. Your emotional stability. Your standards. Your ability to walk away from what doesn't align with you. That's what creates respect. Not chasing. Not over-explaining. Not trying to prove your worth. In fact, the more you try to prove it, the less real it feels. Because real value doesn't need constant validation. It's felt quietly, consistently, over time. Now let's close the loop. At the beginning, I told you that attraction gets you in the door. But respect decides if she stays. Now you understand why. Because attraction is emotional. But respect is foundational. Attraction can fluctuate. Respect tends to stabilize everything. And when both exist together, that's when something real starts forming. Something lasting. So the next time you're trying to figure out where you stand with a woman, don't just look at how much she likes you. Look at how she treats you. Look at her consistency, her effort, her honesty, her ability to respect your space, your direction, your presence. Because those are the signals that don't lie. And once you start seeing them clearly, everything changes. You stop chasing uncertainty. You stop overthinking mixed signals. You start recognizing patterns. And more importantly, you start holding your own standard. Because here's the final insight. The level of respect you receive is directly connected to the level of respect you have for yourself. Not what you say, not what you show, but what you consistently accept, and what you refuse to tolerate. That's where it all begins. So instead of asking, how do I make her respect me? Ask yourself something deeper. Am I showing up as someone worth respecting, even when no one is watching? Because once that answer becomes clear, everything else follows. Naturally, quietly. Without force. And that's the point where you don't have to wonder anymore. You just know.